Taehyung's new dance makes the internet explode. Within hours, millions of ARMY can't stop watching. Hello ARMY all around the world. Wherever you are right now, maybe it's early in the morning with sunlight slowly entering through your window, maybe it's a busy afternoon filled with activities, or maybe it's late at night when the world feels a little quieter. Today there's one moment from Kim Taehyung that suddenly made the entire internet pause for a second. A moment that, at first, looked very simple. It wasn't a huge stadium concert. It wasn't a big announcement about a new album. It wasn't even a television performance. It was simply a short video showing Taehyung dancing. But as often happens when it comes to Kim Taehyung, something simple can quickly turn into a global phenomenon in a very short time. It all started with a short clip that suddenly appeared on social media. The video itself was not very long. Only a few seconds. But within minutes after it was uploaded, the clip began spreading at an unbelievable speed. ARMY from different countries immediately started sharing it. Twitter timelines were suddenly filled with the same video. TikTok began replaying the clip again and again. Instagram was flooded with edits and shortcuts of Taehyung's dance from different angles. And in less than an hour, one thing became very clear. The internet was having a Taehyung moment. In the video, Taehyung appears to be inside a simple practice room. There are no dramatic stage lights. No sparkling stage outfits. No massive visual effects like we usually see during concerts. Just a practice room with a large mirror, wooden floors, and music slowly starting in the background. But the moment the music begins, something immediately changes. Taehyung starts to move. And from the very first second, people realize there is something incredibly captivating about the way he dances. His movements feel smooth. Yet at the same time, there is a clear strength in every step. A slow movement of his hands. His shoulders following the rhythm of the music. Light steps that still show precise control. Everything feels natural. Almost as if Taehyung's body is completely connected to the music playing in the room. And this is exactly what made millions of people unable to stop watching the video. Some fans said they originally planned to watch it just once. But without realizing it, they pressed the replay button again. And again. And again. Because every time the video plays, there is always a new small detail to notice. Some people focus on Taehyung's facial expressions. Others notice the way he uses the space around him while moving. And some pay attention to how he plays with tempo, sometimes moving slowly, then suddenly switching to stronger and sharper movements. Many fans began leaving comments that were incredibly interesting. They said that when Taehyung dances, he doesn't simply follow choreography. He expresses emotion. Every movement feels like part of a story being told. And perhaps that is exactly why this video feels so different for so many people. Because Taehyung is not just dancing to show technique. He is dancing to communicate feeling. In less than 2 hours, the video had already reached millions of views. Hashtags related to Taehyung quickly climbed to the global trending list. ARMY in the United States. ARMY in Korea. ARMY in Japan. ARMY in Indonesia. ARMY in many other countries. Everyone was talking about the same thing. Taehyung's dance. Even professional dancers on social media began reacting to the clip. Some dancers said one of Taehyung's greatest strengths is his ability to make movements look completely effortless. Even though those movements actually require incredible body control. Others mentioned that Taehyung's dance style feels very artistic. It doesn't focus only on power or speed, but also on mood and expression. One comment from a choreographer even went viral online. He said something very simple, yet very powerful. Taehyung doesn't just dance to the music. He makes the music visible. That sentence was quickly shared thousands of times by ARMY. Because many fans felt it perfectly described what they experienced while watching the video. Meanwhile, fans also began comparing this moment to many of Taehyung's past performances. They remembered how Taehyung has always had a unique style in BTS choreographies. Sometimes his movements look incredibly smooth, sometimes playful, sometimes deeply emotional, but always recognizable. Even if someone only sees a few seconds, people immediately know. That's Taehyung. Another thing that made fans even more curious was the atmosphere of the video itself. Because the clip feels very spontaneous. It doesn't look like something created for a big promotion. There is no complex editing, no overly elaborate concept. Just Taehyung, the music, and the dance. And ironically, that simplicity is exactly what made the moment feel so special. Many fans said it felt like they were seeing Taehyung's personal side as an artist. Someone who genuinely enjoys music and movement. Someone who dances not only because he has to perform on huge stages, but because he truly loves the process. And maybe that is why the video feels so authentic. Not long after that, entertainment media outlets began writing articles about the moment. Headlines such as, "Taehyung breaks the internet again." At only a few seconds, Taehyung's dance goes viral worldwide. ARMY can't stop replaying Taehyung's dance clip. Started appearing across entertainment websites. And as always happens on the internet, the more people talked about it, the more curious others became to watch the video. The effect became like a snowball that kept growing bigger. Some fans even started creating theories. Was this just a normal practice session? Or could it actually be part of something bigger? Could this be a small teaser for a new project? Or maybe choreography for an upcoming performance? For now, there is still no clear answer. No official explanation. Just a short moment captured on camera. But one thing is certain. Kim Taehyung once again managed to create a moment that made the entire world pay attention. Without a big announcement. Without massive promotion. Just a short dance. Yet within hours, the clip spread across social media. Fans replayed it again and again. Some began analyzing every movement. Others simply enjoyed the moment and shared it with fellow ARMY around the world. And moments like this remind many fans why they admire Taehyung so much. Because behind all the global achievements, behind the awards and huge stages, Taehyung remains an artist who loves art in its simplest form. Music, movement, expression. And when those three things come together, even in just a few seconds, the result can feel truly special. Something that makes millions of people pause their day for a moment. Watch, smile, and press the replay button one more time. Because sometimes, the most viral moments on the internet are not the biggest ones, but the most genuine ones. And this time, Kim Taehyung once again proved that with only a few seconds of dancing, he can make the entire world